Hello, everyone. Happy weekend. This is your friend Home for Roses. Today is the Saturday, the 7th of February. I'm trying to take a look at the market before it resumes. Whatever I'm doing here, this will be my framework for the following pairs that I'm going to analyze. And remember, I'm not predicting the price, I'm not predicting anything. I'm just outlining scenarios and the key levels and what will invalidate my bias. And at the end of the week, remember, we'll be back to review and see what works and what didn't work. So, that being said, thank you for always stopping here to view this channel, to share, and to comment. So I'm starting with US Tech today, and we are starting on the weekly. This is the weekly. So let's jump in and I will add my lines. If you have been following my channel, you'll know I always add lines. Those areas keep me in mind of the areas I'm looking at price to react to. So that being said, here we go. So these are the lines on the weekly. As of last week, the market dropped into the zones, and the lines at the upside are the areas I'm always looking at price action. Remember, what I do here is a price action, no indicator required, just trying to study the price and see the zones or the key levels where price will give a reaction for an entry. So the area, the lines on the upside are the areas I'm looking at price to react to, while the areas down are the areas I'm looking at price to react to. This area has been fulfilled. So this is where we are as at Friday, as the market closed on Friday. So if we drop on the daily time frame, as the market dropped into the zone, which was a level here, is a gap. You can see the gap market reacted to that area, but didn't go down to take out this liquidity here. So what are my expectations this week? Then markets drop back into this fair value gap as at Friday, tapped into it. What exactly is price going to do? My eyes are still on this area to see exactly what market is going to do. Will this area be respected or will price continue? If price decided to continue up, the next place I'll be looking at for price action will be here. Yeah. That's it for the week. Then I want to see a reaction here exactly as market resume maybe to continue to go down. Maybe the market might continue to go down. Where exactly am I looking at price to also react to? I'll be looking at this area now if the price goes down. But then let's watch this area and this area and this area for a trade down, while this area for a trade up. So if we drop to a lower time frame like the one hedge, this is where I'll begin to watch out exactly what price is doing at the zones. As you can see, I've already mapped out the Sunday opening, then the Monday opening. I'll begin to watch this area to see exactly what the market is going to do. Is there going to be a price action here and a pattern for me to take this trade down? If not, I'll allow the price to continue to go up to show me exactly what it's doing. You might ask me what's my bias. I don't really want to say my bias because it affects other people's mind. But all I'm just saying that these are the areas I'm watching price to see exactly what to do and make a decision. That's it for US tech. So the next pair we're going to be looking at will be British pound USD. So we drop on the weekly. Like I always say, you buy or sell, you will right, but just do them at a key level. That's the reason for this channel. Mapping out those level that price might react to. And then depending on the kind of trader you are, you take advantage of it. It can be scalping, it can be day trading or swinging. They all works in price action. So as of last week, this was what price did. Price dropped down. If you watch the previous video that I did, I told you that I was looking at this area as a key level for me because it's a monthly level, which you can see here is a monthly level. Price took out this liquidity, run into this should be an order block on the monthly. So we drop on the weekly time frame. This is what price did. What exactly is price going to do again? If we drop on the daily time frame, this is where we are. Rise reacted to this line, as you can see, and traded up as at Friday. What next will price? What will price do next? As the market closed on Friday, there is a gap here which the market has already filled. There's also a gap here, so the market might probably get back to this zone, or peradventure the market might just end up on this zone. So my eyes will be on the zones for a reaction as the market resume to see exactly what market would do before deciding to continue the trade down. If not, the market might continue to go up and react to this zone. The next zone might be here, Until then, I will decide exactly what to do. And remember, I always tell you, I'm not jumping into the market once the market gets to these zones or these zones or these zones. I have to start watching those things that can tell me that it's time for me to take a sell. If at this level I start watching at those things that will make me I believe that are my strategies to make me start to take a trade to the upside. So these are the area my eyes will be looking at on British pound USD. So again, if I drop to a lower time frame, which can also be 15-minute time, but for the sake of time, just using one hedge, this is it. As price got to this area, I begin to watch to see the reaction price is going to give to me. Will it create the low or the high of the week between Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever one? I'm so patient to wait for the market to show me its sign using the smart money strategy. So this is it. We begin to watch exactly what we want to do, but these are the key areas that I've already mapped out, starting from the higher time frame to the lower time frame to see exactly what market will do at these levels for me to take a trade. The next pair we'll be looking at will be British pound JPY. As that if we start from the monthly, so the monthly we can see the price took out this, but the month has not ended. So the next area that the price was seeking for liquidity is here, which is a monthly key level and also a weekly key level if we draw backwards. So we drop to the weekly time frame, and what we can see, the information is still the same. So we drop to the daily time frame. What exactly has the price done? As at Thursday and Friday, the market tapped back into this gap on the daily time frame and reacted to it again as at Friday. So what's the next thing for the market? What am I looking at? So this market, since we still have something upward for the market to go to, so I'll be looking exactly at this area. If we drop to the one hedge, we can see how market reacted this area. These things are not cherry picking. Like I always said, the market has a reason to react at this zone. So we just take advantage of those key level that the smart money uses for us to place our trade. So I'm watching market probably if it comes down a little bit for a buy. If not, I'll allow the market to at least go up higher, maybe to this zone for me to take a little sell. But I watch at this area to see what the market will do. The market doesn't go up just like that. If you drop on the 15-minute time frame in this particular pair, it will give you a little more information to use. Immediately we go to this area, the market has been making higher high, a pullback, a high. So I'm watching this area to see if this market would get back a little bit here to see what we do to take advantage to run this market, to buy more. If not, we watch exactly to see where this market is going on the upside to see exactly what it would do on those reaction areas for us maybe to take a little pullback to join the market a little bit as it's pulling back. Remember, the market does not go one way. So the last pair we were looking at will be Aussie JPY, which is doing the same thing with British pound JPY. We can see also using the daily, the market came back as at Friday to fill this gap and continue to go up. Where is the next target for this market? It has a huge way up, which is here. This should be a fair value gap on the weekly and also a key area on the monthly. So if we drop also on the daily time frame to see what happened as of Friday, we tap into that gap. So the market took a run on the upside. I believe that this market will come back a little bit, even if it's going to continue to go up before it continue on its way up. If not that, we watch and see what the market will give us as the week resume. These analyses are being done before the resumption of the market, and I will return back after the end of the week to do a review and see what happens and what did not happen, the mistakes, the corrections, the right ones, and the profit. Thank you so much for always stopping by. I remain your friend, Home for Roses. And remember, you can do much, much better in those things with the help of God. Love you and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.